Y'all are not going to believe what all this woman did to children. A 60-year-old woman out of Oklahoma has been arrested and accused of mentally and physically abusing tons of children, young children that were in her care for over a decade. Kimberly Ann Haley was arrested this past Monday and charged with 4 felony counts of child abuse by injury. Reportedly, the investigation into Kimberly began in June of 2023 when 5 children spoke to an employee with the Oklahoma Department of Human Services about their experience with her. You won't believe it. Some of the allegations against her include forced labor, starvation, and at least 1 count of an attempted drowning. Now listen to this. Kimberly claimed that her business, quote, provided a therapeutic place for children with reactive attachment disorder. That's a condition where kids don't establish healthy relationships with their parents or guardian. A lot of time it's because of abuse or neglect. It was said that she would seek out parents who are looking for help with their children through Facebook searches and a mental health professional who worked in her area. Police said that Kimberly had no license and absolutely no training whatsoever to work with kids with this disorder, and that the methods that she used when children were in her care were quite literally child abuse. She would get paid to do this so-called therapy. Parents would pay her to help their kids, but instead she'd have them sleep on the floor naked with no blankets as a punishment, and they also were not allowed to eat. It was said that food was locked up in the fridge with a padlock on it, and the cabinets were the same way. One child reportedly told police that Kimberly wouldn't allow her to eat unless she did chores around the home. She told authorities that the fridge also had an alarm on it. The child also said that Kimberly would prohibit her from bathing or using the bathroom at night. Unreal. Another child reportedly told authorities that Kimberly threw her into a bathtub and caused her to have a bad head injury. It was said that Kimberly then panicked and tried to drown the victim in the bathtub, but somebody luckily intervened before she killed the child. Other children claimed that Kimberly forced them to live outside in the woods, and they had to survive off of wild onions and pond water. Kimberly would allegedly throw food outside, but the animals would get it first, and other kids said that Kimberly would beat them and starve them as a punishment. Other allegations were that kids were forced to clean the sewer with bare hands, and if they had to go to the bathroom, they were forced to go in a bucket instead of a toilet. It was said that there was only 1 bathroom in the home, and that kids were forced to act like plumbers and clean all the sewage out of it. Then, as if all that wasn't horrible enough, another child said that she accidentally washed dishes incorrectly, and as a result, Kimberly stabbed her in her knee. Luckily, police said that Kimberly hasn't had any children in her home for the past year. She's currently being held in the Tulsa County Jail on a low $25,000 bond, and she appeared in court today, but I haven't seen an update of how that went. I can't believe her bond is only $25,000. After all she did, she should be forced to stay behind bars and get the same exact treatment she gave to those poor children. I am so glad she was caught. She is an evil witch. Drop the W out of B. For more true crime, be sure to give me a follow, and if you're over on YouTube, click subscribe.